CBS 42 Washington Bureau, lower prices for gas and food kept inflation steady last month, but the cost of housing was higher in July than it was last year. That's according to a new report from the Labor Department. Washington correspondent Vinay Simlat is joining us live to explain. Good morning, Vinay.
Ani, good morning to you. Gas prices stayed low. That's according to the new Consumer Price Index that was released in July. And the good news for you all in the South, gas prices were lower than the rest of the country, and they trended lower than the rest of the country. And that's why economists say inflation turned out to be lower than expected.
The economic indicators show that we are moving in the right direction.
The White House says it's a good economic report. Inflation in July was lower than most economists expected. Prices rose 2.7% over the year before.
It's better than expected, but in my opinion, it's still a little hot. Anytime we're above that 2% inflation number, we're in the wrong spot.
Thomas Aiello with the National Taxpayers Union says economists want to keep inflation below 2%. Driving the higher costs, housing. The Consumer Price Index shows Americans paid 3.7% more for housing in July over last year. And as Americans pay more for tariffs, the Labor Department says furniture prices are up 3.4%. And coffee, most of it is imported, is now about $2.10 more expensive per pound than it was last year, according to the Federal Reserve.
The full tariff picture remains to be seen.
Those inflation numbers reflect July, before most of President Donald Trump's broad reciprocal tariffs took effect. It was last Thursday. President Trump says the tariffs will restore wealth to the United States.
And that's what he's focused on doing, while simultaneously driving down costs.
Now, because the inflation picture was better than expected and some Fed officials are worried about the hiring market because hiring cooled last month, economists expect that the Federal Reserve may lower interest rates come September, Ani.
Vinay, the president nominated someone to release those inflation numbers. Who is that person?
Yeah, it's E.J. Antoni, who's the chief economist right now at the Heritage Foundation, which is a conservative think tank. Remember, President Trump fired the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics after those job numbers came out for July. And the Trump administration has been critical of corrections to those jobs numbers. Some Democrats, though, are concerned that this nomination will politicize the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Vinay Simlat live in Washington. Vinay, thanks for joining us and for bringing up our lower gas prices. We're pretty excited about that.
News now from the CBS 42 State Capitol Bureau. A bill proposed ahead of the next legislative session